Hey guys, Ashlane here, coming at you today, talking about shields and how to really maximize the amount of loot / trophies that you get a day, and how to minimize the amount of loot loss you take a day, and how to really take advantage, the secret of taking advantage of the new system. So it wasn't until maybe a few days to a week ago that I really got this fine-tuned, and I'm really making steady gains with it. So here's my army I've been using. You'll see I have 15 minutes, 16 minutes to be exact, left on my shield. So this is key. If you're attacking 1 or 2 times through the shield throughout the day, that's obviously a great thing to do if you're able to with your schedule. This is going to be the ideal scenario, and it works with any Town Hall level. Of course, I'm Town Hall 11 in Titan League, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be 2. This can work with Town Hall, 7s through 11s. It doesn't really matter what Town Hall level you are. So when your shield is about to expire, go ahead and get an attack in. So obviously, like I said, you're trying to attack through the shield earlier in the day if you can, depending on when your shield's going to break or what your day schedule looks like. But I'm attacking through the shield once or twice, and then right before my shield expires, before I go on Village Guard, I'm attacking again. This is essentially a free attack, so I'm going to go ahead and do a live attack here, just to paint the picture of exactly what my my attack strategy looks like, as well as how I try to deal with the new shield, how to try to make it work for me. So on my attack strategy here, I'm using 3 golems, 1 in the clan castle, a bunch of giants and wizards, and this works out really well. I don't think I've failed to get a 2-star even against Town Hall 11s with this strategy yet. I basically just go ahead and create 2 entry points, one a little bit stronger with the heroes and more giants and the golems, and one a little bit weaker, kind of a flanking source that helps create the funnel and also to get my percentage up, and also to get loot, because what I'm doing right now is kind of hybrid farming, / pushing, so I'm not necessarily targeting exclusively cups or loot, but the loot is so good right now up in Titans League that pretty much any base I hit is going to give me great loot, especially with that huge bonus that I'm getting in the league bonus. It's over 500,000 resources, so I'm kind of just getting loot, trying to finish up my walls, all my new defenses, and also getting Dark Elixir because I'm saving up for the minions, which are 140k Dark Elixir. So this is working really well for me. Both this army, you can see I just got the 2nd star here. It's pretty easy. I'm using 2 freeze and 2 rage and 4 earthquake spells. Now, one problem you run into is the clan castle. You have to plan ahead for that, using rage and freeze accordingly to make sure you freeze and then rage the troops through the clan castle. That way they don't kind of put a roadblock in your raid. But you can see that this is pretty much status quo for these type of. We're going to end it there. So over 600,000 gold resulted in that attack, and I did gain Dark Elixir because of the league bonus as well, even including army costs. But this is the guard now. I have now since I attacked, I broke my shield. I only had 16 minutes left, but that's why I consider a free attack. So I have 2 hours guard. That's enough for me to cook a whole entire army up. So I'm going to cook up another entire army and come back at you guys maybe in 2 hours, or maybe I'll just finish just for the sake of the video. Maybe I'll go ahead and boost the troops up. But the idea here is that you have 2 hours to get another attack in without having to go on defense. Now, you might not have a 2-hour village guard because you might not be in Titans League, but you are going to get at least a half an hour village guard. So you can at least cook up a quick army, so it can be giant. Jibarch would be ideal if you're in lower level leagues. So I would cook up an army. You're still going to have a half an hour or so to go ahead and get that army trained and ready to go. If you're trophy hunting, even better, you'll have more time to cook up that army. So the village guard kind of caters towards your league. So the cool thing is that if you in higher leagues, you'll need a more expensive army, ergo a longer training time on that army. So right now we're afforded 2 hours in Titan 3, so we're going to go ahead and take full advantage of that, allow our heroes to recover, and I'm going to come back at you and explain what I do from here on out to take advantage of the new system. So here I am back, guys. It's only been 24 minutes because I've gone ahead and boosted just for the sake of the video. Obviously, you can boost any level if you're comfortable with boosting, or if you're on a boost session, that's totally cool. If you're starting out a boost session, that's totally cool too. So you can see here I have my army all cooked up, pretty much the same type of an army. I'm going to hit the first base I see again, but the idea here is that I'm taking advantage of the village guard. I'm going to be able to attack again right now, and let's pretend that I didn't boost my troops and I didn't boost my barracks or my heroes, and I took the full 2 hours. Well, I'll show you what I do from here. So this is going to be my next attack. So essentially, I've gotten 3 attacks through the shield, because the 3rd attack was the one that I just used previously to break the shield. And then I'm going to get 1 attack through Village Guard. If I'm on boost, I can get multiple attacks through Village Guard. And then what I do once a day is I buy the additional Village Guard for 10 gems. Pretty cheap there. You can even get that off Yard Trash. So it's certainly not for the... it's not an expensive thing to consider. But what this allows is for 1 time a day to get even an extra attack or 2 in without having to go on defense. So this is how you kind of game the system. So this is the first village I found here. Another good gold raid for sure. I'm going to hit into the single target Inferno Tower. Don't even, well, I do need the wall breakers because I'm going to go ahead and make a second entry point with the giants there. So I opened up a nice lane over here in the west. And then we're going to go ahead and deploy some giants up here in the north. Some wizards backing them up, and then we're going to start deploying the main force here. These giants might not have enough hit points to withstand both of those cannons, but we'll see how they do. We're going to go ahead and add some wall breakers there, allow them to get inside, at least take out maybe some of those cannons there with the wizard backup. And here comes the main force, deploying the warden along with the heroes. And with 2 rage spells and 2 haste spells, man, it's 2 free spells. It is really effective, especially when you add in the Grand Warden's ability. That's just a lot of firepower. I use the Grand Warden ability as soon as that multi locks onto my troops. Then I'll use the freeze spell. Things are looking really good here. It's really easy. It's not, you know, it's not incredibly strategic in as far as the difficulty here. It's especially when you have that Grand Warden ability. I know you guys don't all have that, but that's why I'd you know, consider maybe going 10.5 to get that Grand Warden if you're Town Hall 10, but hey, that's just me. I've always been a little bit of a rusher by nature anyway. But you can see here, I'm going to probably be able to get this these 2 gold storages over here in the eastern part of the base. But just to, while we watch my troops go and use my Archer's ability here, Archer Queen's ability, excuse me, in just a second here, we'll go ahead and talk one more time about why, the subject of this video, how I'm trying to take advantage of these shields and how you should be too. So if it's an ideal day, I know a lot of you guys have work or school or whatever you're doing, but if you're able to sneak into the bathroom maybe and get a raid in, it's a smart thing to do to raid through your shield early on. So a few hours after your shield goes up, go ahead and raid through it. And then right before your shield ends, get that free attack in. Even with 5 or even 1 minute left on that shield, if you get an attack in, the shield was going to expire anyway, and whatever village guard you would have gotten, you'll still get it. So that will be a good advantage to get that free attack in. And then after this point, once a day, only once a day, because it has a 24-hour cooldown, that's when I would go ahead and right now I would buy the 2-hour village guard if theoretically my village guard was up right now. That would allow me to get another attack in. So yes, you do have to defend, and you can't rely on those town hall snipes anymore, but you have the ability to attack through shield up to 3 or 4 times in utilizing the village guard. There's a lot of opportunity to, I don't want to say exploit, but certainly take advantage of the new system. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, take care, guys. Hey guys, thanks for watching my video. Just a few ways you can help the channel out. Number 1, like. Number 2, subscribe. And number 3, comment. Tell me what you think of the video. I really appreciate it, guys, and it really helps me out a lot. Also, you can find me on social media. I'm active every day on Twitter at @clash_with_ash and on Bindle chat group #ClashWithAsh. And as always, you can find me on my website at www.clashwithash.com. Thanks, guys.